Hello, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Welcome to Physics World. If this video is useful to you, please like, share and subscribe. In the last video, we discussed reflection of light, types of reflection, what are the characteristics of image formed by a plane mirror. And if you see the ray diagram of image formed by a plane mirror. Today we are going to discuss about the reflected light can be reflected again. Last time if you visited a hairdresser, he or she make them to sit in front of the plane mirror. After your haircut is complete, he or she hold a mirror behind you to show you how the hair has been cut. Do you know how you could see the hair at the back of your head? This is possible when the two plane mirrors are placed parallel to each other. Here parallel means he or she. If you visit the salon shop, the person make them to sit in front of the plane mirror. And haircut completed after, another mirror placed opposite to front mirror behind your head. That is called parallel to each other. If you place two plane mirror parallel to each other, in the front mirror, your face image is formed. At the back mirror, your back head image is formed. Front mirror reflected the light into back of the mirror. Back mirror also reflect the light into the front mirror. So, in the front mirror, if you see the face, your front view and back view at the same time. This is called reflected light reflected again. Based on the same principle, we can construct periscope. Already we discussed how to make the periscope in the 6th class. In the periscope, the two plane mirrors are placed parallel to each other. Between the two plane mirrors, the angle is 45 degree. The two plane mirrors are reflected the light again and again. If you see what are the objects above the ground. Suppose you are hide behind the window. What are the objects in front of the window? You can able to see. Actually you are not present outside of the window. But what are the objects? What are the things? Whatever may be happening outside of the window, you are able to see if you are hide behind the mirror. That is the use of periscope. In the periscope, the angle between the two plane mirrors is 45 degree. The periscope make use of two plane mirrors. What are the uses of periscope? Periscopes are used in submarines. In the submarines, if you use the periscope, what are the things, what are the objects present above the water level? What are the surface? Which continent, which places above the water surface, they can easily seen with the help of periscope. So periscopes are used in submarines, tanks and also by soldiers in bunkers to see things outside. In the submarines to view above water surface, tanks were viewing surroundings without exposing the crew. Science and education to demonstrate optics and reflection. Surveillance and security to peek around corners or over walls. These are the uses of periscope. Next, if you see the multiple images. Multiple images. Plane mirror forms only a single image of an object. What happens if the two plane mirrors are used in combination? Let us see. Take two plane mirrors, set them at right angles to each other with their edges touching and hinge them. You can use a tape or gum. Place a coin in between the mirrors. How many images of the coin do you see? Again I am repeating. Take two plane mirrors. They are connected with each other, right angles to each other, with the help of glue or gum or adhesive tape. To make certain angle between the two plane mirrors if you see the multiple images. Now hinge the mirrors. Hinge the mirror means if you close the mirrors or far away from the mirrors, that is called hinge them. Now hinge the mirrors using the tape at different angles. Say about 45 degree, 60 degree, 120 degree, 180 degree, like this. If you find what are the number of images formed between the plane mirrors with 45 degree, 60 degree, 120 degree, 180 degree. Place some objects in between them. Note down the number of images of the object in each case. Finally, set the two plane mirrors parallel to each other. Find out how many images of candle placed between them are formed. This idea of number of images formed by mirrors placed at an angle to one another, it is used in making a kaleidoscope to make numerous beautiful patterns. Now if you see multiple images, once again I am repeated, if the two plane mirrors are connected each other with tape or glue, if you move the two mirrors towards or two mirrors far away from each other, that is called, you can create the angle between the plane mirrors. How do you find out the number of images formed by the plane mirror? The equation is number of images formed by plane mirror. The equation is n is equal to 360 by theta minus 1. N is equal to 360 by theta minus 1. Suppose if the angle between the two plane mirrors 0 degree means the two plane mirrors are parallel to each other, means 0 degree between the two plane mirrors, it forms infinite number of images, means first mirror reflect the light into the second mirror reflected the light into the first mirror. This process takes place continuously. Next, if the two plane mirrors, the angle present between the two plane mirrors 90 degree, the number of images are formed by 3. How do you got this number? N is equal to 360 by, if the angle between the two plane mirrors 90 degree, 360 by 90, 91 ja, 94 ja 360, 4 is the even number. If the even number 4, so if you got the number of images even number, subtract minus 1. So the number of images will be formed 3 images. Suppose if the angle between the two plane mirrors 60 degree, 360 by 60, 61 ja 66 ja 360. So if you got the number of images 6. So 6 is the even number. If you subtract minus 1, so the total number of the images 5. If the angle between the two plane mirrors 60 degree, the number of images are formed by the plane mirror 5. If the angle between the two plane mirrors 45 degree, 360 by 45, 45 1 ja 45 8 ja 360, 8 is the even number, so we can subtract 8 minus 1, 7 images. If the angle between the two plane mirrors 30 degree, 360 by 30, 31 ja 30, 32 ja 60. Total 12 is the even number, so subtract minus 1, 11 images are formed. If the angle between the two plane mirrors 360 by 120, 121 ja 123 ja, 3 is the even number, 3 is the odd number, so the number of images are formed by the plane mirror 3. Next, the angle between the plane mirrors 180 degree, 360 by 180, 181 ja 182 ja, 2 is the even number, so we can subtract 2 minus 1, the number of images are formed by the plane mirror 1. See here, the angle between the two plane mirrors 0 degree means the two plane mirrors are parallel to each other. The number of images are formed infinite. If the angle between the two plane mirrors 90 degree, the number of images are formed 3. If the angle between two plane mirrors 60 degree, the number of images are formed 5. If the angle between two plane mirrors 45 degree, the images are formed 7. If the angle between the two plane mirrors 30 degree, the number of images are formed 11. If the angle between two plane mirrors is 120 degree, number of images are formed will be 3. If the angle between two plane mirrors is 180 degree, the number of images are will be formed 1. Next we have to see how do you make kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope is a device. It works based on the principle of multiple reflection of light. To make kaleidoscope, get 3 rectangular mirror strips, each about 15 centimeters long and 4 centimeters wide. Once again I am repeating. Kaleidoscope is a device. It works based on the principle of multiple reflection of light. To make kaleidoscope, get 3 rectangular mirror strips, each about 5 centimeters long and 4 centimeters wide. Join them together, form a prism. Join them together to form a prism. Fix this arrangement of mirrors in a circular cardboard tube or tube of a thick chart paper. If you take 3 mirrors of the same size, 15 centimeters long and 4 centimeters wide, these 3 mirrors are arranged to make a prism. Now this arrangement fitted into a cardboard tube or chart paper. Make sure that the tube is slightly longer than the mirror strip. Close one end of the tube by cardboard disc having a hole at the center. By using this hole you can able to see. To make the disc durable, paste a piece of transparent plastic sheet under a cardboard disc at the other end touching the mirrors. Fix a circular plain glass plate. Placed on this glass plate several small pieces of colored glass or broken pieces of colored bangles. Close this end of the tube by a ground glass plate. Allow enough space for the color pieces to move around. Once again I am repeated. Take a 3 rectangular mirror strips of equal size, 15 centimeter long and 4 centimeter wide. Now connect and join them these 3 plain mirrors to form a prism. This arrangement keep in a cardboard tube, circular cardboard tube. One end of the tube is closed by a cardboard disc and having a hole at the center. By using this hole you can able to see. Another end of the cardboard tube closed by a ground glass plate. Ground glass plate means it is a translucent object, or if you close with ground glass plate. Before closing the tube, place colored bangle pieces into the in between the mirrors. Make enough space for the color pieces to move around. After closed with ground glass plate, now your kaleidoscope is ready. When you peep through the hole, you will able to see a variety of patterns in the tube. If you see the different designs formed into a kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope used by the designers of wallpapers and fabrics and artists often use kaleidoscope to get ideas for new patterns. To make your toy attractive, you can wrap the kaleidoscope in a colored paper. That's all. If this video is useful to you, please like, share and subscribe.